DavidLStearns, Electronic Value Exchange, Origins of the Visa Electronic Payment System. Step into the transformative journey of how the modern electronic payment systems, notably the Visa card, came to dominate global commerce. Electronic Value Exchange, Origins of the Visa Electronic Payment System, by DavidLStearns offers an illuminating narrative on the evolution of credit card systems. This compelling summary tracks the origins from Bank Americard's humble beginnings in 1958, showcasing the pivotal trials and innovations that shape today's cashless transactions. Learn about the visionary efforts of D. Ward Hawk, whose revolutionary ideas turned a faltering program into a worldwide electronic value exchange that forever altered the financial landscape. Prepare to delve into the intricacies of financial system design, organizational challenges, and the technological breakthroughs, specifically the Base 1 and Base 2 systems, that formed the backbone of this transformation. This summary is your ticket to understanding the critical components that have empowered electronic transactions we rely on every day.
Birth of modern credit. Imagine stepping into September 1958 in Fresno, California, where a surprising envelope lands in your mailbox. Inside, you discover a Bank Americard, a novel tool flaunting your name, a series of enigmatic numbers, and a promise of convenience. This small, plastic card grants you the power to shop at hundreds of local stores while allowing you to settle the bill later, offering the revolutionary choice of splitting payments over time. While unique, the Bank Americard wasn't the first hint of cashless transactions. The trend began much earlier, with department stores and gas stations offering charge cards to cultivate customer loyalty as far back as the 1920s. Similar initiatives appeared with airlines in the 1930s, like the collaborative United Air Travel Plan. Retail coalitions also dabbled with the concept, such as Seattle's Retail Service Bureau in 1936, but these predecessors met their demise during the Great Depression and World War II. Fast forward to 1949, and Diners Club enters the scene in New York City. Unlike its early counterparts, this charge card operated on a profit-driven third-party model, expanding its acceptance to a variety of businesses. With Diners Club breaking new ground, American Express mimicked this model in 1958 by introducing the first plastic cards, leaving behind traditional materials like paper or cardboard. At this time, banks saw the open door to dive into credit services. Most struggled, failing to attract enough consumers to persuade merchants into their folds. Yet, Bank of America emerged victorious, harnessing its vast network and resources. Communities like Fresno embraced this new credit system with enthusiasm, gathering at checkout counters in awe, reminiscent of the excitement surrounding new technologies like television. By the next year, Bank of America secured its place, having distributed 2 million cards and partnered with over 20,000 merchants. By 1966, their ambition stretched across the nation through the Bank Americard Service Corporation, creating a framework for licensees in other states. In the span of 2 years, the user base ballooned to 6 million cardholders and 155,000 merchants, with an impressive $460 million in annual sales. However, growing pains included rampant fraud and financial missteps, causing frustration among the licensees. These challenges spotlighted inadequate systems, paper-based processing and insufficient computing left gaps in transaction handling, leading to costly misconceptions. In a pivotal October 1968 meeting with the Bank Americard Service Corporation, the gathering was fraught with tension but also ripe with potential solutions. Enter D. Ward Hawk, an innovator with a vision that would transcend these issues. Hawk's insight led to the creation of something grander, a global sensation we now recognize as Visa. This transformation marked a significant leap in the financial landscape, laying foundations for the modern credit card system that today's consumers effortlessly navigate. Visionary behind Visa. Hawk stood out in the banking world from the start, not conforming to the usual mold of a banker despite founding a global financial powerhouse. Born in 1929, amid the Great Depression in rural Utah, Hawk grew up in a one-room cottage devoid of modern conveniences. His early years were marked by solitude and hard labor, yet they honed his resilience and creativity. Participation in his high school debate team refined his persuasive abilities, a skill that would become crucial in his career. As the first in his family to attend college, albeit a junior college, Hawk was driven by the necessity to support his family, which he founded with his high school sweetheart in 1951. After landing an entry-level job at a Los Angeles consumer finance company, Hawk began to challenge conventional organizational ideas. Disillusioned by centralization and bureaucracy, he explored organic, self-organizing systems that harmonized order with chaos. His pioneering concept of chaotic organization became foundational in his later work. His career saw a pivotal turn when he moved to Seattle and joined the National Bank of Commerce. In 1966, he took charge of the struggling Bank AmeriCard program. By October 1968, his assessment confirmed the program's numerous challenges, spurring him to action. Hawk assembled committees of licensees across the country to dissect the program's issues. Together with 3 committee leaders, they secluded themselves at the Altamira Hotel in Sausalito for a week, crafting guidelines for a new cooperative entity, National Bank AmeriCard Incorporated, which evolved into Visa. Rather than imposing a rigid structure, Hawk and his colleagues established core principles and goals, encouraging self-organization among the licensees. Thanks to Hawk's compelling oratory and the limited alternatives available, consensus was achieved, and the new cooperative was launched. Enhancing his vision, Hawk recruited a team that included Chuck Russell, a proficient bank operations expert, offsetting Hawk's visionary but occasionally severe leadership. Hawk formulated operational regulations that balanced autonomy with accountability. These regulations engendered trust among the banks, facilitating the system's initial success. Meanwhile, Hawk addressed consumer skepticism about credit card fraud with clever marketing, epitomized by the enduring tagline, "Think of it as money." The structured yet flexible architecture Hawk developed for National Bank AmeriCard Incorporated proved crucial, yet it was only the beginning of overcoming the multifaceted challenges of transforming a fragmented credit card system into a unified and thriving enterprise. Pioneering digital transactions. Hawk found himself grappling with 2 crucial obstacles impeding the efficiency of the Bank AmeriCard, transaction authorization and the clearing and settling processes. Both depended heavily on manual operations, rendering them incapable of meeting high volumes and often leading to cumbersome delays. For customers making sizable purchases, merchants had to seek authorization from their bank, a laborious task involving a series of phone calls, especially when dealing with cards from banks in different regions. This process could last anywhere from minutes to hours, discouraging card usage and providing opportunities for undetected fraud. To address these issues, Hawk unveiled the Bank AmeriCard Authorization System Experimental, BASE, in April 1973. This automated authorization system, leveraging the innovative magnetic strip technology from OmniSwitch, slashed response times to just 56 seconds on average. With authorization efficiency soaring, Hawk swiftly turned his attention to the cumbersome clearing and settling process. The traditional method buried merchants and banks alike under mountains of paperwork, riddled with potential errors, and often took over a week to complete. By March 1975, Hawk and his team innovatively launched BASE 2, an automated clearinghouse that revolutionized transaction settlements, compressing them into a mere 24 hours. Not only did BASE 2 drastically simplify operations, but it also delivered substantial cost savings, liberating NBI's members from roughly $16 million in labor and postage expenses in its inaugural year alone. This technological leap moved Hawk significantly closer to his vision of a seamless, global electronic value exchange system. With BASE systems paving the way, the stage was set for the next phase of transformation in digital transactions. The rise of Visa. In the early 1970s, a visionary named Hawk embarked on a remarkable journey to transform the payment card industry. He began by developing an international counterpart to the domestic National Bank AmeriCard Incorporated, later known as Visa, called Banco, an alliance of competing banks that transcended borders to establish a cohesive, global payment card system. Hawk ingeniously structured a banco to ensure no single bank, nation, or region dominated, fostering a balanced and democratic approach to governance. Under Hawk's leadership, Banco joined forces with national associations and individual banks, expanding its reach across the globe. Yet, Hawk's mission was not without challenges. A contentious legal battle emerged when Worthen Bank and Trust argued against NBI's rule restricting banks from joining both NBI and Interbank, now known as MasterCard, leading to a critical antitrust lawsuit. The court's decision in favor of Worthen prompted a pivotal shift, allowing banks to embrace dual membership. This move catalyzed NBI's expansion, aligning with Interbank's vast network, and ultimately set the stage for NBI's rebranding as Visa in 1977. The new identity marked Visa's surge as a global leader in the payment card sector, surpassing expectations with astonishing growth by 1978. Hawk's strategic acumen had revolutionized what was once a fledgling credit card venture into a dominant force in electronic value exchange. However, his success soon met resistance from within. The introduction of Visa's first debit card sparked unrest, with member banks fearing it conflicted with their established electronic funds transfer systems. Further turmoil arose as Visa diversified into the traveler's check business and entered into direct dealings with major retailer JCPenney, which some members perceived as a competitive threat rather than a cooperative partner. These actions made Hawk appear overambitious to fellow members, raising concerns about his motivations. Gradually, Hawk found his influence waning and, by 1984, faced forced departure from Visa. Through the narrative of Electronic Value Exchange, by DavidLStearns, Hawk's transformative journey revealed how he rescued BankAmericard from obscurity, ultimately crafting a global network that redefined the landscape of electronic transactions, even as his leadership came to a contentious close.
In wrapping up the saga of the Visa payment system's origins, we're left with profound insights into the power of innovation and collaboration in overcoming complex challenges. Through the ambitious vision and strategic leadership of D. Ward Hawk, BankAmericard was able to pivot from potential failure to a monumental success represented by Visa. Key takeaways include the importance of decentralizing control to foster self-organizing systems, and the deployment of cutting-edge technologies, such as automated authorization and clearing mechanisms, which drastically streamlined operations. Furthermore, Hawk's approach revolutionized the credit card industry, setting the stage for the global proliferation of electronic payments. Today, his brainchild stands as a testament to the enduring impact of embracing technological advancements and network collaboration, underscoring how strategic leadership and adaptability can lead to industry-defining achievements.